Hello, my name's Craig Seibert, and this short webinar is titled The Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, an Indissoluble Bond, the Linking of Principles and Structure. This builds on a previous video called The Declaration, the Bedrock for U.S. System of Government. And in this previous video, I put this summarizing statement up here of a Lincoln quote, and that is, the Constitution is a frame of silver adorning and preserving the Declaration of Independence, which is the apple of gold. And so let us act that neither picture or apple shall ever be blurred or broken. And so this short webinar takes a look at the linking of principles and structure as we realize that the Declaration and the Constitution are designed to work together. Let's take this from this angle first. Without the principles of the Declaration that serve as an anchor for the Constitution, it's impossible to maintain a free government. The Constitution, Bill of Rights, and all laws have no real firm foundation. Judges and politicians can construe laws and the Constitution in any way they please, and a free society is at the mercy of whatever winds prevail on a given day. You see, there's no higher principle to appeal to when the law fails a person. Furthermore, whatever law is passed, no matter how unjust, will be acceptable because there will be no objective way of claiming it's wrong. We are on a path to tyranny in essence, and we do not have an anchor for the Constitution. And so all those statements are true without the principles of the Declaration serving as an anchor to the Constitution. So what's the Constitution's role in this? Well, the Constitution enhances the Declaration by giving it force. The Constitution makes the principles of the Declaration greater by making them real. It protects the Declaration, and it's built around the principles of the Declaration. And so how might we summarize the Constitution and Declaration working together? And I want to note the work of Kevin Porteous from Hillsdale College has influenced the remarks that I'll share here. To lose either would be disastrous for the nation and for all peoples who endeavor to establish free government. To ignore one will inevitably bring about the destruction of both. And this is key where Kevin summarizes this so well. Rejecting the Constitution creates anarchy. Rejecting the Declaration will create tyranny. Boy, to ponder those two closing statements there provides remarkable insight. Rejecting the Constitution created anarchy in its day if it had been rejected, and rejecting the Declaration will create tyranny. And so in the United States, the Constitution and Declaration are designed to work together. That is, the principles of the Declaration serve as the anchor, and the structure of the Constitution bring life and force to the principles of the Declaration. Well, more from Kevin on this, and now I'll actually quote him. One frequently sees governments that are technically well-founded. They have practices and laws that make a well-governed nation. Less often, however, does one see a government founded on sound principles that protect its members from oppression. This is evidenced by the failures of other revolutions to fulfill their promise of liberating their people from oppression. They formed good technical governments, but on bad philosophical principles. And so back to this diagram again, every other nation in the world does not have a document that states a set of principles. They may have structures, but they don't have the anchor that the principles particularly those of the Declaration, apply. Returning to Kevin, let's take a look at a second quote. The Declaration and Constitution are inseparable whole that together, and only together, form a bulwark, and I've substituted a word there for his quote, based on objective truth, that protects the inherent rights of man against all assaults in a way that the Constitution alone does not and cannot. The Constitution must be interpreted in light of the principles of the Declaration of Independence. So to summarize one last time Kevin's principles, or Kevin's statements there, to reject the Declaration creates tyranny. To reject the Constitution creates anarchy. The Constitution is a frame of silver adorning and preserving the Declaration of Independence, which is the apple of gold. So let us act that neither picture or apple shall ever be blurred or broken. My name's Craig Seibert. Thanks for listening.